Ancestry. Background.
So at first, like I looked at Gladiator because I was like, that might be interesting, but I don't think performance, like it gives you trained in performance skill, which is not really what we're looking for. Another one would be Herbalist. If you wanted to gain the natural medicine skill feat, just to play into the fact that he's a scientist, a doctor.
Scientist.
Right? And that one, you get 2 attribute boosts. One has to be Con or Wisdom, and then the other one's free. So you could pick Con with that, and you get Nature skill and Herbalism lore.
Laborer is one I had come across earlier.
Strength con.
Specifically, Strength Con, trained in athletics, labor lore skill, not as much, but hefty.
But hefty hauler.
Hefty hauler, yes.
Okay, I like that. I looked at Tinker, so it was
Tinker?
choose 2 attribute boosts. One must be Dex or Intelligence. You can take Intelligence. One's free. Get the crafting skill and engineering lore skill, and you gain specialty craft. These were just, to flavor it a little bit more as Bruce. I think Hefty Hauler is a cool add-on to Hulk, and since everyone wants this character or wants to play this character usually as Hulk and not
usually
Bruce Banner, I can agree with you on labor.
Class Barbarian.
Yep, Barbarian sounds good to me.
So Strength, Dex, and
not Con.
And then Con Strength.
Okay.
Because you remember he does all this jumping and Strength, Con, Dex.
Intelligence. Take the extra real quick.
Acrobatics?
Yep, we got acrobatics, athletics, labor lore. Probably intimidation. Could take medicine as well.
Medicine? Yeah, I can see that.
We get 2 more. Oh, crafting.
I think society of the option. Because
survival you get a +1 for it.
Double check what survival does.
Survival's usually like
sense direction, subsist,
yes.
Cover tracks. I don't know. Cover tracks. He does like go off into the wilderness and hide.
I mean, I'm good with taking survival over society. I mean,
subsist makes sense.
A lot of the time, you see Bruce living away from society just to keep people safe from himself.
Well, here, let's double check what society options are. So recall knowledge, also subsist, but I guess subsist environment, create forgery, cipher writing.
You know what? Decipher writing is pretty good too. I could go either way with that.
I think
survival probably.
So are we fully divesting ourselves of Bruce Banner, or are we trying to keep aspects of it?
I think we're trying to keep aspects.
Okay, then let's go with society. Heritage. You had mentioned Dromar. Get access to a couple of the orc things. I agree with. Ancestry.
For this, I was thinking orc ferocity.
That makes sense.
But we can kind of go through if there's any other. I really didn't look at any else.
Iron Fist.
Iron
sounds
Fist,
good, but one of my ideas later counteracts that. So I think Orcish Ferocity, my vote for this one.
Well, that was already my vote, so we're good on that.
Class feat.
You can go sudden charge on this.
Adrenaline Rush sounds cool, but I don't think it's overly effective because it doubles up on the bulk limits, and it also gives a status bonus to athletic. But it's not grappling. I think sudden charge, although there is raging thrower, although that's specifically for weapon throwing items. So I think sudden charge probably. I
don't think we're going to intimidation this time.
No.
I mean, he's good at it, but
okay, sudden charge, and then select instinct.
So I was thinking Fury Instinct. It's not amazing. So
no, Fury is generally known as the worst.
I only slightly looked at this, right? The other one would be Giant, but that's that's for weapons.
So my vote for this, it's Animal Instinct Gorilla.
Gotcha.
Okay. Because that gives you climbing, and it gives you grapple trait on your fist weapon. It makes your fist weapon a D10. It's all around bulky.
Wow, fist weapon D10, that's great. Why do I not see gorilla?
Ape, not gorilla.
Okay. Level 2.
Class feat. Taylor Swift.
Excuse me?
Shake it off.
Shake it off.
You concentrate on your rage, becoming fighting back frightened condition value by 1 and attempt fortitude save to recover from the sickness you had spent an action retching. Condition value by 1 on a failure, but not on a critical failure, by 2 on a success.
That's very good. I mean, it's situational, right?
Yeah, it's a little more niche.
I mean, usually you're only frightened 1, so that's good, right?
So it's gonna get rid of it on a fail. So it's gonna go away.
No. So it automatically reduces your frightened condition by 1. The sickened condition is the fort save.
Okay.
Furious finish. You gain a circumstance bonus to damage equal to the number of rounds remaining in your rage. After this strike, your rage immediately ends, and you're fatigued.
That ends your rage? I feel like that doesn't quite fit.
No, and you're also fatigued, so that's pretty brutal.
Oh, this one. Bashing charge.
That's exactly what I was looking at.
Hulk smash.
Smash.
Hulk smash. Smash, bust, and
Through
charge through
doors.
solid objects without hesitation. Stride twice during your move. Your movement passes through or ends adjacent to a door, window, fence, wall, or similar object. You can attempt an athletics check to force open the obstacle with a +1 roll. On a failure, you move. So it's another movement ability.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's a double movement ability, along
Mhm.
with another thing. So which falls in line with sudden charge, which is level
Yeah.
1.
I mean, I'm looking at it, and +1 circumstance to forcing open with an athletics check. It's not like amazing,
Yeah.
but the double dash is pretty good. Double stride. I mean, it's just 2 action move.
Well, technically, it's a 3-action ability for.
Yes,
But
forcing open
oh,
is in
it
its own.
is a flourish though.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, never mind. This isn't the one I was thinking. I was thinking push. Flourish is the one that you can only use one thing with a flourish trait on the turn. That's fine. I
Okay.
doubt we're gonna have another. We're gonna have a 1-action. I could be wrong, but the bashing charge you're good with.
Yes.
Let's do skill feat before archetype.
We could do catfall here. If you wanted to go with like jumps, big jumps. There's also a quick jump.
Catfall. There's also assurance
Titan
for
rest.
athletics. Oh wait, Titan rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is for people bigger than you, 2 sizes larger.
Up to.
Oh, I didn't see that wording.
Which I feel like
Wait.
he fights big
So
monsters a lot.
So you can attempt to disarm, grapple, reposition, shove, or trip creatures up to 2 sizes larger than you. So this doesn't benefit unless they are larger than you, right?
Right.
Because normally you can only do these things to creatures your size or smaller, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it.
I feel like Hulk often fights things that are bigger than him. But also you are, at least for now, you're medium. So I feel like this at least gives you the feeling of being a little bigger.
Yeah, exactly. I'm good with Titan Wrestling.
And free archetype. Any ideas
I
off the bat? I'm thinking something that leans unarmed.
Yeah,
So
martial artist here.
the dedication isn't going to give us anything, unfortunately.
Yeah, it says damage die goes from D6 to D4. From D4 to D6, which doesn't give us anything.
But it may give us something.
It does remove the circumstance penalty for making lethal attacks with non-lethal.
You already get that because when you are raging with the ape or fifth, can do lethal without the negative.
Oh, cool.
Because they are reclassified.
Let's take monk.
I was looking.
No, yeah, it's spells.
It's mostly about.
That's right.
No, the martial artist, the monk,
gotcha.
I believe, is the
You get the
stances. I
monk spell
believe
class.
overwrite your weapons. Stance, I believe, actually overwrite your ape. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong.
Look at wrestler dedication.
Oh, expert in athletics. Oh, and then we could change out the skill feat. Oh, okay, yeah, I like the wrestler dedication.
Then for skill feat,
Catfall.
yeah, catfall. Or actually, I was also thinking alchemical crafting. If you wanted to take more banner flavor, we get skill feats fairly often. We might be able to
Every
take,
other level.
alchemical crafting at some point. So catfall's good here.
Oh, I was also looking at powerful.
Oh, powerful leap. Yeah, you can jump 5 feet with the vertical. Also increase horizontal distance when you leap as part of high jump or long jump by 5 feet.
Requisite expert, which we are.
Now we are.
What do you think, catfall or powerful leap?
I think catfall. I mean powerful leap. You want to do the skill increase or you want to do the feat first?
Let's do skill.
Acrobatics isn't bad here.
Acrobatics would be.
Or
Yeah,
crafting, but that's it.
I think acrobatics. General feat.
Again, we have alchemical crafting, catfall, die hard, and fleet. Also toughness. For me, I think it's between fleet, die hard, toughness.
Oh, there's also incredible initiative. I think probably toughness.
Good to me.
Gives you more health, which makes you more.
His whole shtick is very sturdy.
Yeah, being basically indestructible. Level 4, class feat.
Brutal Crush. Oh, granted by a morph or polymorph effect. No, it's not a polymorph effect, is it?
I like swipe, just mechanically it's very good. Wounded Rage also makes sense. Raging Athlete.
Right, so while you're raging, you gain, again, a climb speed and a swim speed. Well, we already had a climb speed, right? And a swim speed equal to your land speed. That's really good. And the DC of high jumps and long jumps decreases by 10.
That's huge.
Yeah, that is insane. Your distance for a vertical leap increases to 5 feet vertically, which we already have, right? And your distance for a horizontal leap increases to 15 if your speed is at least 50. And 20. Oh, wow. And 20 if your speed is at. Holy shit.
But the big thing is going to be decrease the jump checks by 10.
Yes. Yeah.
Because 10 in Pathfinder is
Yeah, if you take this and then you take assurance for for athletics,
Yeah, you just auto succeed.
and which assurance for athletics in this scenario is very good.
Yeah, because it's all gonna
Because
be your
we're gonna
grappling.
be doing a lot of grappling, a lot of shoving,
So
throwing,
you good with
and
raging athlete?
jumping. Oh yeah, that's so cool.
Let's do the skill
Skill
feat.
feat.
Assurance.
Assurance is
Okay.
the prime pick. You know,
Assurance,
it doesn't look
athletics.
like.
So yeah, so athletics is your assurance, so you're gonna get you for jumps and grappling, basically everything you want.
Yeah, acrobatics is like balancing and stuff.
Archetype class feat. Combat grab we already
Combat
get.
grab.
We
Yeah.
already get with the ape animal.
Rushing grab. When you successfully grapple a creature, you deal bludgeoning damage to that creature equal to your strength mod. That's not a lot, right? Like that's like currently 4.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check how this.
So grapple doesn't normally deal damage.
No, 1d10 grapple. Wanted to check grapple on weapon. Weapon to grapple with athletics. Still, even if you don't have an. Okay, so it's not exactly what I thought. So the grab would still be. It's just crushing grab is what you were looking at.
Yes, that was the bludgeoning damage,
Strength mod.
which is
Can
only
make
4.
this attack
It's
non-lethal. Okay.
it's not great because you're only, I mean, you're doing damage for your action. You're not wasting an action on not doing any damage. Not waste, like, you know, you're not using an action not doing damage, but it's only 4 damage when you're probably be doing pretty decent damage besides that. Let's see, elbow breaker. Let's see, on a crit success you knock one held item out of the creature's grasp. It falls to the ground. On a success you weaken your target's grasp on the item. This is just to disarm someone. Snagging strike. One hand free. Your target is within reach of that hand. You combine an attack with quick grappling moves to throw an enemy off balance as long as it stays within your reach. Make a strike while keeping one hand free. If the strike hits, the target is off guard until the start of your next turn, or until it's no longer within reach of your hand, whichever comes first. Off guard's pretty good. Basically, you make an attack. If it hits, target is off guard as long as they stay within reach of it.
Or until.
Does this
Okay, so it can end early.
so does it still do the damage of a normal strike? I would assume not, because why would you ever use just a normal attack when this is just a one
Oh
action?
no, this still does damage.
Oh, okay. I guess you could just repeatedly do this instead of making strikes. You know.
Of one hand E, which our hands are going to be gives, I guess, your next attack
Ooh,
off guard.
that's pretty good. But look at suplex.
Yeah, I looked at suplex
I think this is probably what we're gonna go with, right?
because it being prone, I believe, technically grants
It's
off
just
guard.
off guard. Yeah. Make an unarmed melee attack strike against the creature you have grabbed or restrained. On a success, target lands prone. Critical success, lands prone and takes an additional 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
But that 2d6 bludgeoning damage isn't that good because it does not scale.
Yes, but you are putting them off guard.
That is true.
Prone condition. You are off guard and take a -2 circumstance
Okay.
penalty to attack rolls.
So that's not good because having somebody grabbed gives them off guard automatically.
Okay, gotcha. This is trying to like give someone the 2d6 and it's just flavor. In that case, snagging strike?
Either that or crushing grab, I think, or maybe combat grab. Although, how different is our 2 going to be from our athletics? Our athletics is plus 12. Our 2 hit at level 4 so our 2 hit at this level is 10, while our athletics is 12. So
yeah, it's gonna keep getting higher.
yeah, athletics is better than our 2 hit. So
yeah,
we don't want to take combat grab because it replaces our athletics check with an attack.
I mean,
Snagging strike.
you do get the damage from the attack. So that is one.
So the thing with snagging strike is if you just grab them instead, you give them off guard and you're using your athletics instead of attack because this snagging strike causes you to attack. So I think probably crushing grab. That way when you use your better athletics to grab them, you still deal some damage.
Yeah. No, that's cool with me.
Okay, that is level 4.
Level 5, skill increase. Probably crafting or intimidation.
We said we weren't going to go with intimidation.
I know. Crafting's cool with me.
Okay.
Ability boosts.
Strength, con, dex, int.
Yep. We
Then
are
we
at
buffed intelligence. Survival, because we had talked about it before.
Yep.
Vitality do. Fury makes your weapons lead efficiency ranks for simple weapons, martial weapons, and unarmed attacks increased to expert. Nice. While raging, you have the critical specialization benefits, melee weapons, and unarmed attacks. Ancestry feat. Arctic skin.
Ooh. Yeah, your DC on flat checks to end persistent bleed damage is reduced from 15 to 10 or 10 to 5 after receiving especially appropriate assistance. Wait, what is that last part?
Arctic skin.
No.
Oh, so if you're getting
after receiving,
if you get aid, aid naturally reduces
okay.
that recovery check.
Oh, I see. From or from 10 to 5 after receiving especially appropriate assistance. Gotcha. Bloody blows. Your lethal unarmed attacks leave bloody gouges or cause severe internal bleeding. When you crit on a strike using an unarmed attack that isn't non-lethal, the target takes 1d4 bleed damage, persistent bleed damage. This can be because it's both. That's kind of cool. I think Scar Thick Skin is still better.
I think maybe though Athletic might. Whenever you roll a success on an athletics check, well, it's only climbers. Defy death maybe.
I was just about to read that.
Because it is it requires the toughness fake this, and sorry, if you have the toughness general feat. So okay, so this reduced. You already took toughness, did you?
Yes.
So I think probably that because this further stacks on top of toughness and is requirement work for us.
It just stacks onto what we have already.
Basically gives you an additional +2 dying save.